This is working with table saws for beginners. Today I'm working with my portable table saw. Setup is really easy. Just locate the foot pedal lock and unfold your saw. Most of this tool's functions are located at the base of the saw. This is where you're going to find the power button, blade lock, and blade adjustments. On the sides are manual adjustments such as your push stick, miter gauge, and blade wrench. On the back side is your power cord and your sawdust port. You can adjust the height of the saw at the foot. Before you get started, remember, safety first. Locate and remove any nails or staples that are stuck in your lumber. Put on your safety glasses, mask, and tie up your hair. With the power turned off, unlock the blade and spin the adjustment to lower and raise the blade. You want the blade to be slightly higher than the wood, but not too high. Setting it to roughly 1/8 of an inch above the wood will improve the quality of your cuts and reduce the risk of kickback. Once you're satisfied, lock the blade adjustment. This is a fence, which is basically a guardrail, and it's used to guide the wood through the blade nice and straight at a set measurement. This arrow here indicates that your hand should never pass. Use your measurement guide along the top of the table to determine the placement of your fence. Always compensate for the size of the blade in your measurement. The blade is usually an 1/8 inch thick. Then lock it into place. This is a push stick. It has a groove at the top that grips onto the wood to safely push it through the blade. Avoid placing your body behind the blade. Stand slightly off to the side. The wood needs to be held down firmly to avoid kickback, so your one hand needs to be on the table applying pressure while your other hand is holding the back end of the wood. Once your backhand reaches the marker on the guardrail, use your push stick to complete the cut. For angled cuts, you can use the miter gauge. Slide it into place at the top of the saw and adjust it to the desired angle. Use the gauge to push and complete the cut. You can also use the miter gauge for cross cuts. Clamp or hold the wood along the edge of the gauge, pushing it all the way through. For bevel cuts, use the blade angle scale on the base. Unlock, slide to position, and lock it back in. Use the guardrail and push stick to complete this cut. There are lots of different types of cuts you can make on a table saw, but these are just the basics. If you enjoyed this video, follow my page for more DIY or tool tips.